Welcome to Every Which Way, a Monster of the Week podcast where 3 residents of Which Way, Wisconsin become monster hunters to save their town. I'm Aidan, and I'm the keeper.
I'm Sam, I play Ian.
I'm Noah, I play Max.
I'm Jared, and I play Harvester.
And I'm Gio, and I play the Third Eye.
In the last episode, you guys began your fight with the Third Eye. Max started to fight the Third Eye in the real world and slid an unconscious... slid an unconscious Luna. Why am I forgetting every character name? That's right. Payne with his broken arms was running away. Luna was sliding all vegetable oiled up all the way across the lake while you fought the Third Eye. And then Harvester jumped through a portal to start fighting the Third Eye in the real world while Ian was stuck in the dream world holding the portal open. Which means Ian then encountered the Third Eye in the dream world, who came down and said at the end of the episode something. And that's where we cut off. And also Liam was hanging by his arms up in the air, very high up in the air over the lake. I guess we can open with Ian. So the Third Eye just said...
Is this really what you wanted, Ian?
You think this is what I wanted at all? Like, my brother's, like, flying in the air with no parachute?
Look, all I'm saying is that with the course of events that happened, with the sequence of events that happened, you could have made a decision to not get to this point, and yet here we are.
Well, I don't understand the purpose of this. Why me? Why me and Noah and Harvester? That guy's not named Noah.
Do we want to mentally reset this scene?
Ian's become so powerful.
Just
Ian
perceives
outside of the
Ian
game.
can see through the fourth wall.
Listen, since it's just me and you in here, I figured I could just tell you this now. I've been saying for a while now that I'm not working alone on this. And I have a duty to fulfill, and I expect to fully fulfill that by the end of this. So, what you can do is what I've been telling you guys to do, all 3 of you annoying little rats, that little fucker Max, that little fucker Harvester, and you, the littlest fucker of them all, to just stand down.
I don't understand. Who are you even working for? Like, what's the end goal here?
The end goal here is to do what I was told to do, go home, maybe take a trip to the Bahamas, and just enjoy myself with a margarita on the beach.
Sound like a corporate sellout.
I do sound like a corporate sellout. That's because I am a corporate sellout.
All right.
I've been doing this for quite some time now. You see all the bodies that are kind of floating around me. They're all a product of me being a corporate sellout. That's the whole point of me being a corporate sellout. I just want you to be added to this pile of bodies. That's all. You guys are just 4 bodies on top of thousands of bodies that I don't give a fuck about.
I'm going to read a bad situation. I have my special little magic thing.
Oh, the your Third Eye?
Yeah, my Third Eye.
Oh, yeah.
When you read a bad situation, you can open up your Third Eye for a moment to take in extra information. Take +1, hold on any result of 7 or more. Plus, you can see invisible things. On a miss, you may still get 1 hold, but you are exposed to supernatural danger. Unfiltered hidden reality is rough on the mind. Well, that's a 5.
Well, that's what we call a failure in the business. Now, the keeper gets to take a hard move because you failed. But I have a little buddy here who's kind of the monster of this story. So
does Ian do anything prior to this, or is this just like me just doing something?
now you just get to do a thing that's bad, and then I'll do the resolution of it, but you just tell me what you're doing as a character.
Well, Ian, look, I'd love to talk, but this beautiful Revolutionary War jacket I have on cannot get stained. So what I'm going to do is
I point my finger up directly above Ian,
I'm just going to drop these guys on you and let them do their thing.
and a portal opens up directly above Ian, and bodies start to pour out one by one.
Like bombs, or are they going to start moving?
They're just raw bodies.
Okay, so raw bodies are flying at you right now. What do you do?
Can I go... Oh, I can't go through people. I can only go through walls, right?
I think it says inanimate objects, but I could be wrong.
Is a dead person an inanimate object? Is this a philosophical question? You can move freely through solid objects, but not people.
I'm going to call them people still.
Okay. How big is the portal? Like, how much room do I have to move to get out of the way?
It's like, 10 feet tall, 3 feet wide. So it could fit like 2 bodies at a time at the same time.
What's the speed that they're going?
Whatever the speed of gravity is for a falling body.
Negative 9.8 meters a second squared.
Yes.
Terminal velocity, whatever the fuck that is.
Actually, 9.81.
Can I do do one thing that's beyond human limitations, which is to go super, super fast
Sure.
to get
You've
out
done
of
it
the
before.
way?
And you're juiced up.
And you're juiced up.
Of course, I got a 12 on this one.
All right, yeah. So you do what you set out to. What is magic? Is there anything special about a 12? You don't have advanced magic?
No.
Okay. Then yeah, it works without issues. So you go faster and you run out of the way of the bodies quickly, and they just splat and kind of make a sickening noise as they crash into the ground really fast. But there's like a little crunchy noise in there too from the bones.
Yikes.
So anyways, so you run out of the way, but you now get to do things.
Is Harvester here?
No.
You're standing? This is when you were the other guy, the little war guy.
What?
You appeared as the dead.
Oh no, he's just wearing the coat from.
Oh.
So he's still the same person, the third eye. He's just wearing like a revolutionary coat. He's wearing clothes that are from the dead people as a way to taunt you.
Oh, I thought he was not. He was not possessing anyone. He's just
Right. He's not possessing
okay.
anybody.
So standing in front of me, or flying?
Well, standing on a body, up in the air.
Oh right.
30 feet in the air right now.
Okay. My flying thing is like a move, right? So I don't have to roll for that.
Right.
So I'm gonna go straight up in front of the third eye, and like with my velocity coming up, I'm gonna try and hit him on the way up.
Oh, that's
Oh, that's
crazy.
sick. All right. Yeah. Roll. Kick some ass.
When you blast off from the ground, do you like break it?
They fail, and I just go, "You can't fly."
What are you, crazy?
3.
What?
Kick
It's
some ass
okay.
was
I'm
not
leveling
Ian's
up.
strongest.
I'm leveling up. I leveled up.
Okay.
First time flying.
Yeah. Ian flies up at you, and you can choose how you respond.
Right before Ian gets to me, I open up a portal, and Ian basically appears at the ceiling of the throne room, bounces his head off the throne room, and then falls back down.
It's like a little fly, like hitting like the wall, the window.
That would like break your neck if you're flying really fast.
No, they're juiced up.
You're right. They're juiced up. They're roided.
So yeah, you bounce straight back through the portal and start falling back down. I'm not going to say you take any harm for that, but you also don't do any damage.
Maybe next time I'll bring a fly swatter.
Can you be quiet while I'm thinking? Ian says that.
That's
You're
good.
taking your sweet, sweet time right now, and you thought real hard for that.
Since I'm juiced up,
Yeah.
does that affect any big magic or no?
I think if you want to try big magic, I think that we would have the justification for it, that you're all juiced up. It also, whatever the big magic is, will change the effects that it requires, so we can talk about it depending on what you want to do.
Okay, well, first, am I still in the air or am I just falling? Did I stabilize myself yet or no?
Do you? Yeah, I mean, yeah. you
Okay,
can.
I'm stable. Haha. What I'm going to do is try and keep you in place, which is trap a specific person, minion, or monster, so I'll just hold them in place.
Okay.
And then I'm going to try and grab Liam.
Okay. Roll use magic.
12. I can only do magic, that's it.
All right. So on a 10 plus, the magic works without issues. The third eye is now frozen for a moment and can't move.
Oh, what the? Let me go!
Can you stay there for a second? Like, just 1 second?
What? How are you doing this?
I just need you there for, like just stay out of my way.
No, get away from him!
And then you fly over to Liam, and what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to grab him and bring him back down to the ground.
Okay. I'm going to say roll act under pressure, because I think there are still things that can happen as a result of that.
9.
Yeah, we'll just say that. We'll just say it's a worse outcome. So you're basically trying to pull him free from these hands that are holding on to him. When you do, the hands start gripping tighter around Liam's wrists for a second. And then finally, like as you just push it free, Liam starts falling back with you, and you now have him in your hands. But you see these big bruises around his wrists from where the hands were grabbing.
I'm going to bring him back down to the ground, and I'm going to say, just take cover and get out of the way, and I'll be back in like... I look at the third, I'm like, 15 minutes?
That's respectable.
I was hoping to get it finished in 10. My flight's at 10:45.
Oh, all right.
God, the third eye's such a loser.
All right, so is he still in place?
No, I'm going to say he broke free at this point.
Okay.
And you see Liam just like shocked and kind of just like crawling backwards, like, on his hands and feet, like just scared.
Okay.
Like a demon.
Can I do my level up?
Oh, yeah, I didn't know you had that.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if anyone leveled up, but then we started.
Okay, so I chose Unholy Strength, so roll weird instead of tough when you kick some ass.
Oh my
Oh
God.
God.
That is such a powerful power-up right now.
You're dead.
Dude, Ian just went Super Saiyan.
All right, so I'm gonna come up, but this time I'm gonna fly up, but like behind the third eye this time, and try and attack from the back.
Okay, roll kick some ass.
Back shot.
Yeah, get up and back.
Jesus Christ.
What the hell's wrong with you, Gio?
8.
Okay. On a 7+, you and whatever you're fighting inflict harm on each other. So you fly towards him and you claw straight at him, and tragically, the third eye's beautiful coat gets ripped a little bit as it happens. But the third eye gets to retaliate real quick, so...
My fucking coat!
It was stupid anyway. Stupid jacket.
I inflict harm now? Yes. A portal opens with a big hand coming out of it, and, like a fly swatter, swats Ian down away from the third eye.
All right, you're careening towards the ground again, and with that, we're going to cut over to the real-world boys.
See, I had just stabbed you. I remember that.
That is true.
In the side.
That is true. Harvester just stabbed this version of the third eye in the side and looked at him and went like, wah, wah, wee, wah.
I don't remember what I said,
I don't either.
but it was probably like pretty cool.
Probably.
Hey,
So-
look at my spear.
I got this.
I got this from your throne room.
I'm Ajax.
Now you know my real name.
I'm gonna kick some ass. I'm gonna kick some keister because I'm so close to you. I'm gonna do one of the really cool like kick offs your chests. I'm gonna drop kick you, and then do a really cool backflip next to Max. Hopefully, a 9.
You and whatever you're fighting inflict harm on each other. Oh, Ian, I forgot to tell you take a harm.
And then
You're right.
okay.
You have armor. You're special. I only have to think about Max when it's about harm.
Jacket.
Damn it. Why'd I give you armor?
Because he kept getting hurt.
Yeah.
So, okay, you and whatever you're fighting inflict harm on each other. So what are you doing?
I do a cool drop kick, but I flip backwards like a cool backflip, and then I land next to Max in a superhero pose.
So you do the drop kick, but you face plant?
On the ice.
Did I fall on my back?
No, if you're doing a drop kick but backwards.
No, I'm doing a frontwards drop kick like that, and then when I kick off of him, I do a backflip.
Yeah, then he just.
Yeah, then you face plant.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like you don't land.
I don't see how that. I don't see. Yeah, you face plant.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. See, I was thinking like I was gonna fall back like that and not fall back like this. I thought I was gonna do like a 180 back, not a 270 back.
Oh, it was a 2. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, it can be a 180 back and you land on your back. Either way,
You take
a harm,
Okay,
and it's to your face,
okay.
Not to your jacket.
not to your jacket.
Not to my jacket.
No, I'm not gonna say it's ignore armor this time.
Question. 2 questions actually.
Okay.
So the harvester spear broke the chain on one of the chainsaws on this dual wield chainsaw
Yes.
thing.
So he has one chainsaw.
Is the chain of that on the ground?
Yes.
Okay. 2 question. What's the condition of this body? Is it like looks like clearly a corpse?
It's not a corpse. It's just it's like a raggedy guy.
Okay.
So he doesn't look like he died and came back or anything.
Okay.
But he looks like someone who has just like not lived, like not done anything throughout his life to like feed himself or take care of himself.
50 years of like hibernation does to a
Exactly.
Okay,
750 years of hibernation.
So basically like L but like worse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if L was there for like many more years.
Okay.
Well, I imagined like really muscle atrophied.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay.
And yet still able to whoop ass.
Yeah.
Can I pick up the chain and like wrap it around one of my hands and put my brass
Brass
knuckles in
knuckles.
my other hand and punch him in the face with the chain hand?
Roll kick some ass.
Hell yeah. 6.
Oof.
Yeah, I'm going to be mean.
Yeah.
It's time to be mean.
That's fair.
You go to punch him in the face. Chainsaws are really bad.
Yeah.
Chainsaws are really deadly.
Chainsaws are really,
You can
really
just bash
bad.
him with it.
No. Yeah, no. You go to punch him in the face, and he pushes your arm out of the way with the bottom of the chainsaw. I mean, unless you want to describe it. So he hits your hand with the butt of the chainsaw, and as your hand opens up, he basically puts the chainsaw right into your side for a second until you jump back. Luckily, your jacket did do a little bit because it is an enchanted jacket, but you still now have a really big gash, and you are going to take 2 harm, ignore armor.
Youch. Youch, youch.
Which harm are you at?
3. We guess we're gonna have two hunts after this one, baby. All right, this is not gonna deter Max.
No, it's not.
He's gonna be like, "You think that of all things is what's gonna put me down, you fucker?"
You're saying this with blood pouring out of you like a fucking chocolate fountain.
I don't give a fuck. After everything you've done,
I reach into my trench coat and I throw you my many med kits that I have,
I'm gonna.
and I'm like, "Pass this up. I'll distract him."
Okay. I'm gonna, against Max's worst judgment, use the med kit. Like, step aside, let Harvester hold him back, and use the med kit.
I don't remember how your med kits work.
They can do whatever. Like, they
No.
can have-
There's like a
Oh.
a sheet thing
Yeah,
that
yeah.
says like what you roll.
Well, roll plus cool. I have a full first aid kit, plus 10. Patient is stabilized and healed for 2. 7 and 9, they heal 2 or stabilize. Or if it's a miss, they deal 1 harm.
Okay, roll plus cool.
Max is super cool.
Yeah, Max is known for his cool. Now, when you said they fail, they take a harm.
Yeah, on a miss, they deal 1 harm.
That's a 3.
Yeah, so you're like, oh, I know, I'll just stitch it up, and then you just stab deep into your.
I remember.
So-
Oh God, I don't know how to stitch.
You didn't read about that?
Nope.
So Max has taken 1 move and has dealt 3 harm to himself.
Yeah, baby. Max is back.
Total again?
7.
Yeah, I think it's 7.
I've got
1,
3
2,
left,
3,
baby.
4, 5, 6, 7.
And if I recall, that means you're unstable.
Oh, I am currently unstable. Yes,
You might have to use a luck, bro.
I will have to use a luck, but don't you worry.
Wait a minute, the police cars might have med kits in them.
Yeah, but they're flipped over and like 20 feet away.
You just run over to one.
This is a D&D. I can't move 30 feet in 2 seconds.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Harvester, what are you doing?
Okay. Have I stood back up? I have stood back up. I'm not going to ask you. Because if I faceplant,
I appreciate that you didn't ask me because you do have autonomy over your character.
I
And
do.
A lot of scene setting does not involve me telling you where your character is. Yet all 3 of you keep asking
It's
me.
because I always want to make sure like we're all on the same page and see the same thing.
Oh yeah.
So
But
I'm
you can
like,
just tell me.
well, yeah. So anyway, I jump back up on my hands and feet and I look really cool doing it. And then because the spear
crawling
is still
around.
inside of you, I do this and the shield materializes back in my hands. And then I do a really cool swirly thing with the spear. And then I go, what do we got, Third Eye?
I don't know. Your dumb fuck friend back there looks like he's killing himself doing whatever's going on back there, and you just completely ate shit in front of me. So I'm gonna be honest. I am like the least bit scared right now. But if you want, and I reach my hand out in a gesturing manner, you can just come with me and we can make this easy if you want to dance.
Can I thrust the spear through your hand?
Guys, this is getting really sexual.
I thrust the spear through your hand.
Let's
Because
dance.
I imagine if your hand is out like this is my rejection of
It's
your
just
arm.
really funny.
If he does, you have to make a sound.
Oh,
7. This is a 9 again.
she has to make it.
You have to make a sound. What would that sound like?
Okay.
Come on, Gio. You know what we're looking for.
What would that sound like?
What?
If you thrust a spear through your hand?
Well, that happens. Everything that just happened happens. But you now have a chance to hurt him as well.
If you want. Okay.
So it's going through my hand at this point.
Yeah.
I close my hand, wrap it around the spear, and I just whip it back and smack you on the side with your own spear.
Oh, that's crazy. That's really funny.
All right. Now the spear is stuck in his hand, and you get whipped for. Wow, this is kinky as hell.
Oh man.
The Harvester Third Eye sexual tension is not what I expected in this fight.
That's doing somebody.
So-
Gonna be Max.
This time, I'm gonna say you get hit in your head, and because I want you to take damage, it's gonna be ignore armor 1 harm.
Okay.
What does that sound like?
Yeah, you like that?
Oh my god.
And then I go, not as much as you'll love these.
Oh my god.
And I go in my trench coat and I pull out 2 pistols.
Yo, he's double strapped up.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
This is good.
This is the best hunt that we've ever done.
Before I start, my plan is to run around in like a circle. Gonna take this perimeter on him and just start shooting. Are you gonna do anything?
I'm gonna say
I didn't roll yet.
I was like, I don't know if that's the best idea. He likes portals when bullets happen.
Well, I can still roll. We'll see.
You know what? Go for it. I'm gonna stick with these, and I'm gonna run up and try and punch him again.
While the bullets are flying.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you're at 4 out of 7 arms.
I could be really professional. We'll see. 8.
I like to think that you're sliding around on the ice shooting.
That's cool.
And
Is it like a cool run? But then I like.
So you're like,
you're like sliding.
Like a Frozone, like
Yeah,
Are you taking harm for this? Who's keeping track of his harm?
I am.
Okay.
How much do your claw do while we talk about that?
2 harm.
Okay, cool. Then I wrote it down right. Bullets start flying, and because you're sliding, a portal opens up in front of him, and Ian, a rain of bullets starts flying at you. But because you basically slide around the portal, and you don't see another one open up, so a bullet does hit the third eye in the real world. You get 1 bullet on him, which does
2 damage.
2 damage. And Ian, real quick, what do you do about? Oh,
I'm gonna be incorporeal, but I'm
Yeah.
also gonna pretend to matrix it.
But at this time, you don't have to dodge bullets.
Yeah.
so you're pretending to matrix it, but the bullets will just fly right through you anyways.
What if you pretended to do that and they just kept hitting you, but they just kept going through
No,
you?
yeah. So the bullets just keep hitting you repeatedly, but you're
You're like
pretending
this.
to dodge them. You're like, whoa.
With my thousands of years of training, I deflect 1 bullet with the edge of the spear directly.
No, this is big brain.
That's really cool, but I don't know
Or I
how
could just,
you
or it could
did
just be
that.
like it reflected off of it because it was still in my head.
gonna throw the spear.
no, I like this better.
I like this better.
You know what? Fuck it. You're a magic man. You deflect a bullet at Harvester.
That's insane. That's really cool, though.
So Harvester, you also get shot for 2 harm.
Okay.
How much armor do you have?
2. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I have 2 armor.
Don't just start writing harm. Remember your armor.
Yeah.
I'll tell you if it ignores armor.
Yeah.
Okay. So Max, you are charging at the third eye.
Yes. And then can I? This is gonna sound insane. Can I
Everything sounds
try and
insane.
like? Can I have like during that whole fiasco like ripped off my shirt and hold on? No, this is genius. This is gonna be awesome. Watch.
You're gonna throw it at me?
How the fuck? Sure.
Whatever. I took it off. How about that? Well, I was doing
You take off
medical
the
check.
jacket. Take off the
Yeah.
shirt.
You're sitting on a
sure.
frozen lake in the middle of the winter. Go.
Why is only this dimension so homoerotic?
You'll see. It's good. I
The
have the
real
jacket
world
zipped
is
up.
very gay.
Okay. Can I?
Third eye was just like a shonen fight, and it's just it's the rule 34 of the other of the shonen fight going on.
It's the fan fiction.
Okay.
This is the fan fiction version of it.
Okay. Can I try and like do like a fake out punch, try and goad him to like slicing me again with a chainsaw? But while he's as he like chainsaws, I throw the shirt into the blades to try and get it like
With a shirt.
yeah. I can't use my magical jacket. Then I'm super exposed.
Okay. Roll. I'm going to say roll act under pressure for this because this is not
I was
doing
not
harm.
kicking ass. 11. Wait. 11. Wait. No. 12. I'm dumb.
Can't it just cut the shirt?
No, not if I throw it at the right angle.
Maybe Max's sweat has just
You
built
know
up
what?
the shirt. Max's sweat has built up the shirt to be so
disgusting. His shirt is so fucking rancid, disgusting that when he
Oh my
jams
God.
it, the sweat pours into the chainsaw and it turns off.
Yeah. Your rancid
Wait.
shirt. Your rancid, disgusting shirt.
Your Max Plus
Years
shirt.
of soda
Wait, no.
stains
This
and
one.
grease and
Oh,
sweat. Vegetable oil.
I mean, it says
Bro has never done laundry once.
I use the mop sink in the bar. It says you may choose to either do what you wanted or something extra, or to do what you want with absolute perfection. So I think You know,
absolute
that's
perfection.
absolute perfection. Somehow using a cotton
like to
T-shirt to
imagine-
jam a chainsaw.
I like to imagine that Ian will hear a portal open occasionally. Ian will hear a portal open occasionally. It's just the sound of Max's shirt getting ripped off, and Harvester and the third eye going, ah.
Ian's like, guys, we're supposed to be fighting him.
Can those sounds echo through the sky? The dream world?
When the portal opens and Ian's getting shot at, he's like, I'm going to do a cool Matrix trick. And then he just sees Max with his shirt off, and he just hears, ah!
I'm going, it's so sweaty.
Clogging my chainsaw.
What?
Yeah, the sweat somehow.
What the fuck, guys?
It's the what's it called? What's the fucking the not the company, the group that Max is a descendant of.
Something of the sword.
You're not a descendant of them, dog. Your dad just joined them. I mean, I guess now you are. But you're not like some ancient being.
I'm not an ancient being. That's not how descendants work.
No, there's no ancient lineage you're a part of either.
Oh, okay. I thought
Just sweaty.
oh,
You're not that special. You're just sweaty. All right. So somehow your sweaty, stinky shirt gums up the works and the chainsaw breaks.
sick.
That's disgusting. I never want to touch this again. And I dropped the chainsaw on the floor and put my fists up in a fighting stance.
Can I punch?
Roll kick some ass.
Hell yeah.
This is what I've been waiting for.
Yeah.
And my spear's still hanging out of your hand.
8.
This is an even fight for everybody.
Yeah.
So you punch him in the face, and he takes brass knuckle amount of damage.
1.
Wow, he takes so much damage. And you like whip him with the spear again.
Wait, so when you just run at me, you're just like in like a running stance and you just swing?
Yeah.
I just immediately jolt back with a fucking like jackhammer punch directly to the side of your face.
Okay, so that happens, and you take a harm.
Ouch.
Think carefully.
I don't take a harm.
Thank you. And then Harvester, it's your turn.
Where was I?
You're on the ice about like.
Oh,
5
yeah,
feet
I'm
away.
sliding.
You're
Can I
10 feet
have
away.
slid towards Luna?
Luna is far.
Luna
gone.
is
Luna's
like
gone.
other side of the lake.
Luna's vegetable oil. though.
We're in the
Yeah,
middle of the
Luna's
lake.
I wanted her knife, but that's okay.
I just imagine we just see Payne in the
I wanted her
background.
Skechers.
Don't you have a knife?
I do, but I wanted 2.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my bad.
But it's okay.
It would have been all oily by the time you got Luna.
Wet
I
knife.
I grabbed the spear out of thin air again, and then I use that to stop myself from sliding.
Cool.
And I whip myself around because
Yeah, you do. That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, I whip myself around because I'm really cool. And then I'm running towards the third eye, and then I throw it.
Okay, roll kick some ass.
See if it works well. This will be like a stacking type of engagement. 9.
Yeah, okay. So you throw the spear and it stabs into him again. He takes what, 2 harm?
Where would you say it stabs him?
Like in the shoulder.
Okay,
That's perfect.
But you get to take damage as well. So
I get to. Yay.
Is it okay if I take this one? A portal opens up beside you,
Okay.
and for a moment you actually get a glimpse into the dream world. So Ian, you're seeing this as well. The third eye in the dream world, a spear also appears in his hand, and he throws it, and it goes through the portal at you.
That's really cool.
And then the portal closes again, and you get stabbed in the leg for also 2 harm.
Ooh,
But this time, ignore armor.
that would make more
Oh.
sense. Because I'm like,
Because it did not hit you in your jacket.
no, it did not. No, it did not. Okay. I tumble on the ice in pain, writhing in pain. And I go, ugh!
Okay.
And then with the spear concurrently in my body, I go, ah!
You both just got penetrated by each other. Okay, we're gonna go over to Ian and Liam for a little bit. I think we need a break from the homoeroticism.
Yeah. I wanted to enchant my hunting knife. I don't know why I never did that before.
Sick. Yes, this was something I was waiting for, to be honest.
Yeah.
All right, so roll use magic.
13.
Yeah, you enchant the fuck out of it. So it
So magical.
It now gets +1 harm and the tag magic.
What does the tag magic do?
It means it can hit things that can't be hit by physical means, which means it can hit the third eye.
Okay, so now it's at 2 harm because originally it was at 1 harm.
Yep.
Is that it for my move or can I go?
No, you can still do stuff.
All right, so I am still in the air.
Yes.
Nice.
I'm gonna make an airplane sound. I go. And it's gonna try and attack with the knife, like kind of like a slash, not a stab.
Okay, yeah, sure. Roll kick some ass with your plus weird power. Your freaky little powers.
Still at a 9.
This is not
With my
going
weird.
well. Which is really bad, because 7 through 9 means you guys keep trading blows. So once again, you trade blows. The third eye takes a little bit of damage, but you also take damage.
A portal opens up directly to the left of Ian, and a group of bodies are reaching out and clawing at Ian. And
Yuck.
one of them gets a nice scratch off.
You take 2 harm.
Okay, 1 harm.
Yep.
Don't worry about the trading blows. I still got some insurance.
Can I do the thing where like I hold him in place, but is that it for the move?
No, because the thing is with Monster of the Week is like you control the story, the turn order. He doesn't really get a turn. He just reacts to your turns. So you
Okay.
do that, and then you get to do a thing.
All right, so I'm going to do 2 things. I'm going to hold him in place, and then I'm going to come at him with the knife again, but neck area.
Oh my god, that's so sick. Ian's going for the kill now.
Yep. He's had enough. Another 9. I think I'm cursed.
Well, so that's on your use magic.
Yep.
Okay, on a 7 and 9, it works imperfectly. Choose your effect and a glitch.
Could I say that it's of short duration, so he's only in place for like a little bit?
Yeah, I think just for the duration of the attack, and then it's done.
Yeah. So now I have to roll again for the...
No, because I think you trapped him. I'm going to say you don't have to roll for the kick some ass because it doesn't really make sense that you trade blows or anything. I mean, I guess you can to see if you get the extra effect. So, yeah, why don't you roll? That was a
If it's a
roundabout
9
ways.
again, that's crazy. It wasn't a 9.
Not a 9.
5.
Okay, that doesn't matter.
All right. Do I still mark experience?
No.
Okay.
So the third eye takes 2 harm and then is able to move again.
You fucking bitch!
My knife is magic now. Did you see that?
I can tell! Oh, when I get my fucking hands on you!
Ah. And I'm going to try to do the same thing again, but instead of holding it in place, I'm going to maybe do it with like the one thing that's beyond human limitations, which is to go fast to the other side of him.
That's so sick. Okay, yeah, roll use magic for that.
A 10.
Oh, all right. So yeah, you speed yourself up as you fly to the other side of the side of the third eye. For you, it's like Goku when he does the what is it, instant transmission? Yeah, he does the instant. So Ian does the instant transmission and is on the other side of you, but you are gonna have to roll kick some ass for this. Plus, you're weird.
7.
All right, you guys trade blows again. So you cut the third eye, real good, but the third eye also.
Oh God, what does the third eye do? I wasn't ready to trade blows again for the 8th time this hunt. Oh, you know what? A portal opens back up from the real world, and I call back the spear that I threw at Harvester initially, and I swing at Ian with it.
Oh, nice.
When the portal's open, because it came out of his leg, you hear,
There's like a magic effect that's like observe another time or place. Could I just like close it off so I cannot hear it?
Yeah, this whole time, actually, you've been hearing all of it from the Ford Explorer where you were observing it in the windshield. And the radio's been cranked up, so you've just been hearing all the
Liam, can you turn the radio down, please?
in the car like, what is happening?
Liam's like, make it stop, make it stop, make it stop. Yeah, so Liam turns off the radio, so there's no longer the sounds of homoerotic fighting. Which is really the only real way to fight between 2 men.
3 men.
Sorry, I forgot about Max. He's just kind of dying. He's not
Yeah.
fighting.
"Mhm, you're bleeding out."
I'm bleeding out all over the place.
You take 2 harm.
Okay.
Max!
Yes.
I think you should take a harm
Ah, my blood.
for bleeding out because he's unstable.
Okay.
So are you at 5 or 6?
I am at 5. I've got 2 left before I'm dead.
All right, and then
I feel like you should try and heal yourself again, maybe.
This man is dying. Max is thinking of nothing else but killing this man.
But you can't die.
Bloodlusted.
You know the prophecy. You cannot die.
Okay, yeah, but after everything he's done, this is like Max is kind of like at his limit. Seeing like the real man kind of like flipped a switch in his brain where he's like, okay, this guy's got to die.
So, okay, yeah, we're going to cut over to you guys then for a little bit.
Okay. Can I knock the third eye to the ground? Like tackle him, sort of?
Sure.
So I'm like sitting on his like chest or whatever.
All right.
Not his chest. I just want to pin him down.
Not beating the homo.
I don't fucking give a shit, man.
Shirtless man sitting on another guy's chest.
Look, my jacket is zipped up, okay? May I use a luck?
Yes. Yes, you could use a luck. How many luck points do you have left? Tell me you're not doomed.
3. I've got 3 luck
Okay,
points.
okay.
Okay, that's good.
Okay. Can I start choking him? I'm like strangling him.
Who's your
Say the safe word.
No.
Say the safe word.
All right.
All right, tell us
World War
how that goes.
Yeah, he used a luck. So he's just on top of you, choking you now.
And my spear's still in the shoulder.
Yes.
Doing this isn't gonna bring Brand back, you little bitch.
After everything you've done, you think you could get out of this alive? You think you just laugh again and leave?
If this is how I die, I'll be sure to snap his neck again at the afterlife.
Holy shit!
I'm gonna just
I've marked down he's taking a harm for that.
One harm.
damn.
His choking harm.
Damn.
A gun does 2 harm.
Yeah.
You get continuous damage.
Until I get like stabbed again.
Right. Okay, Harvester, what are you doing? You see
would like to heal myself
rogue plus cool.
because I feel like I have to.
He's just watching shirtless.
Max is bleeding out on top of the monster as Harvester's like, let me just like patch this up real quick.
Yeah, I figure that I might like cauterize myself. I don't know. 9. I heal for 2.
You're still unstable though.
I am still
Yeah, that's fine.
unstable.
Both of you are.
Oh boy.
I can move again if you want.
I mean, I'm just still gonna just be choking him.
Okay, that's
All
fair.
right, roll an act under pressure to keep the choke up.
Okay. Can I
Have you read about choking?
Or watched any?
practice it?
What does it say on choke some ass?
Choke some ass? Oh god. 10.
Yeah, you're still on top of him choking him. So I'm gonna mark another harm for that.
I run over. I now see the situation going on. So what I do is, I would like to take my spear, and I'd like to cut a good line in that chest cavity there.
The one that Max is sitting on?
Why not just like his head's? Why not just?
Because I'm gonna put a grenade in him.
Oh, okay. You know what? That's what Max was gonna do. Max still has a grenade.
What entrance are
The
you?
one that I cut in with my spear in the chest
Taking
cavity.
Max's joy of choking me out away from him.
Yeah.
I can put in 2 grenades. We can both put in a grenade.
yeah.
Yeah. No, for sure. If you do that, Max has the grenade that you gave him, the second grenade you gave him from last hunt.
The World War II grenade.
Yeah.
Wow. Poetry.
Look, one in the chest, and then
One in the mouth.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Duh.
this is beautiful.
It's like stuffing a turkey.
Yep.
So you have your World War II grenade.
Yep.
So I take my other grenade out of my pocket that does 4 damage, and I go, "Hey, third eye."
I'm still joking.
Perfect. I go, "That's what I wanted you to do." And as I hear that, I put a grenade in your mouth. And I'm like, because I imagine you're struggling a little bit, can I like put the tip of the grenade in and then slowly push it more into your mouth?
Okay. See, at first I was like, "Ha, I'm going along with it. It's kind of funny." But now, Jared, you're going full. You're going,
But just so the scene is like, just so we all see the same thing, I'm like squatting while I'm doing this.
So you're squatting and just shoving it slowly in his mouth.
I am. I
Max
am.
is still on top of me, shirtless.
Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask for one more act under pressure roll from Max.
Oh.
With the point of can he keep a grip while the struggling and the grenades or everything are happening.
That's fair.
Roll, Noah.
okay.
Roll your dice.
I can't. Oh, wow. But I get another XP.
Just to be clear, you are failing a roll.
Yeah, I don't want to use a luck for this one. This is too that doesn't sound right.
Okay. Harvester goes to put the grenade in his mouth and the third eye. Do you want to do this or you want me to?
I just know that I can't get hurt.
Because I have an idea.
So I can't hurt him. I can only hurt him. Oh, perfect.
He failed though, not me.
Like, oh, you mean just from the roll?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sam got hurt because Noah failed a roll before.
You also got hurt.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. That one.
Yeah, you got
and
hurt.
also shot Max in
Yeah, you
the
shot
arm.
Max from a
Yeah,
fail.
that's true. That's
I
true.
shot
That's true.
I shot both of you. I've got shot by both of you. It's fair world.
We're all
Equivalent
taking
exchange.
hits.
My hand freeze, and I grip Max by the throat.
Oh, that's so cool.
And then as as Harvester is squatting down towards me, I grab his throat too, and I essentially take their two heads. I go bonk.
Now kiss.
You both take a harm.
Oh, okay.
I have suffered a lot of head damage in this fight.
Yes.
Okay.
I realize
Write
that.
it down.
You're about to die. This is not good.
That's
Okay.
not good.
That's not good. That's not good. Okay.
He's at 1 health left.
Did we fall on the ground? Because it's still off of your action.
Yeah.
Where do you assume us to be?
So I'm assuming that you guys are like still a bit dazed from me bashing your heads together.
Okay.
And at this point, I'm standing up and very grossly dusting my disgusting coat off.
With my spear still in your shoulder.
With your spear still in my shoulder.
That's so cool.
How about I'll just take it off and drop it on the floor.
Okay.
So I'll take out your spear. I'll go, you guys put up a hell of a fucking fight. But it looks like it's going to come to an end sometime soon. And I had a bit of a plan for this. So if you want, we can just make this easy. You guys can end it now.
It's only over when I say it's over. We may be in the real world, but you're still trapped here with me.
Fuck you, Rorschach.
I would like to take my make my spear come back again.
Like not whisper sexually when you're talking about.
I make my spear come back again, and then I put a grenade down that shaft.
Huh?
I don't even know what shaft he's talking about.
Hold on.
It's my shaft or the spear shaft?
The spear shaft, because
Also,
the
how
pin.
big of a shaft is the spear?
How big of a shaft is the spear? We talked. Oh, you weren't there.
Was I not there?
Oh,
Well, Aidan and I.
So we established that if Jared's standing up, I'm going to stand up now, and he's holding it like this, the spear goes like a little bit above his head. Like
Yeah, the shaft is
big,
quite long.
Big shaft.
Big shaft.
It's funny because I don't think Jared does it on purpose.
Jared's
I think it just
really
comes out gay.
oh my god.
But anyway, I put a spear. I put a grenade on that spear shaft, and
Like
then
you're like looping the pin on it,
yes,
so that when you throw it and it stabs in the pin.
yeah.
Okay.
So then I throw it towards your chest, like center of your body. Looks like I use a luck for this one. And I do exactly what I want to do. So it lands square in your chest.
And before we resolve that, we're gonna cut to Ian.
All right. Ian wants to shoot straight up.
I have my hands reached down. I'm looking at you and I go,
So Ian is going to shoot straight up above you. You're not, you're,
Where the fuck are you going?
I can't hear you from up here. And then I want Ian to come down with the knife.
Okay. So roll kick some ass.
12.
You fly down and you come down with that knife, and he is still looking straight up at you, and you plunge it straight into his chest.
Oh, shit.
That was for Bran. That was for fucking with my friends, fucking with Liam, and fucking with me too. That shit sucks.
The third eye in the dream world opens a portal to the real world and starts going towards it, but at the same time, you see the third eye in the real world get stabbed by a spear, and you hear the sound of a pin clicking, and you see something fall off the spear, and then an explosion fills the area of the portal.
Before that happens, can I cover Max? Can I roll over and cover Max?
Roll help out. Or no, sorry, there's one protect someone. Roll that one.
Yeah, because I don't want to take any chances.
Right.
You're real low.
Yeah.
9. Oh, I protect them okay, but they'll suffer. But I'll suffer some damage, or I'll
Damage.
suffer some
Or
or all of the
all.
harm. Okay.
You're sacrificing yourself for Max.
I just know that he can't die.
How much harm are you at?
I have 4.
Remind me again how much the grenade does.
It does 4.
Okay. Then
Max, you see a spear lodge into the third eye in front of you. A faint click draws your attention to the ground, where you see a grenade fall. Before you can react to any of that, though, you feel 2 hands push you down, and you start sliding backwards. In front of you, you see Harvester. Actually, you see Ajax, standing before you with his hands outstretched. You know he just pushed you. As you slide away from the scene, you see an explosion light up the lake where you used to be. In that explosion, you can see neither the third eye nor Ajax.
But Ian, you still see the third eye in the dream world, and he starts falling to his knees as the portal, as he sees that in the portal.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What did you want from this?
To leave us alone. I don't care if you had orders.
Well, you weren't hearing them from me. Sure as hell are gonna hear them from the big man up there. You thought this was it? You thought that I was the final boss? You thought I was the last one standing? You have no idea what's coming towards you next. You don't know what's gonna happen. Look. And by the way, when you see that harvester guy, tell him I said fuck off.
And then his body collapses, and the portal remains open.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and rush over to Harvester.
Okay, I think you and Liam, so you're going through the portal?
Yeah, but I don't forget Liam, right?
Right. I'm not going to just make you forget Liam because
Okay.
you didn't say anything. Yeah. You and Liam rush through the portal, and you see two things happen at once. You see a charred corpse laying where Harvester once was. You recognize the fireproof jacket.
It's perfectly intact.
That part's still intact, but the rest of his body is very clearly hurt. And you see an indigo light coming down from where the third eye died. The portal closes and it is gone forever, but the light remains.
I'm not gonna investigate the light yet,
Okay.
but I do want to take a look at Harvester and see if he's even alive.
Okay. He is not.
Big magic time.
I made you my Gohan.
You did. You really did, man.
Last time you tried to use big magic to resurrect someone, you remembered that it took a long time to get the ritual set up, and then you had to do a lot of like actual, you needed the right materials and things like that, and you are no longer feeling the effects of being juiced up.
Okay.
So you would not be able to just do it right this instant.
Yeah. Is his body even movable?
Yeah, it's still movable.
Okay.
It's not like complete. It's not going to just fall apart or something.
Okay.
It can still move.
Question.
Yes.
Is there a body of the third eye?
Yeah. No. Just
No?
where that body was is the
Okay.
purple light. Or sorry, indigo light.
I think Max is about to pass out. I don't really know what I could do with being bleeding out and have like seconds of life left.
I guess I'll try to heal Max if I can't do anything about Harvester just yet.
Then roll use magic.
I'm gonna use luck.
Okay, so you heal one harm from an injury, or cure a disease, or neutralize a poison.
Neutralize is not stabilize.
No.
So just heal a harm, I guess.
You are now at 5 harm, Max.
Are there still med kits around?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, so I'm gonna kick some med kits towards you, and I want to call Sophie if she's even able to
Awake.
pick up.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sophie picks up and she just goes, "Ian, where are you guys?"
Come to the lake right now. Lake. Lake.
All right, I'm on my way. What do I need to bring?
Remember when I had to bring someone back to life?
Yeah.
Do you have stuff for that again? No, don't worry about it, but just
I'll bring the stuff. What the fuck is happening?
I'll tell you when you get here. Just get here.
All right. So I think with that, she's just like, "All right, I'm on my way. I'll see what I can do." And she hangs up.
Okay.
And she's on the way to the lake.
Max, are you able to
I-
hear yourself so you're not gonna collapse?
I'll try.
Okay.
Roll plus cool.
I'm gonna fucking use a luck. I'm doomed.
Are you actually doomed?
No, I'm about to be. I'm 2 away from being doomed. Does that unstable me? Unstable me?
So that heals for 2 and makes you stabilized.
Oh, thank God.
This is the most insane wrap up to this insanely homoerotic fight.
Oh, investigate the purple light.
Oh yeah.
How
Big
do you,
brain.
what are you doing?
Would that be, I guess, read a bad situation? Or
Ooh.
Just roll investigate a mystery, I guess.
okay.
Oh, I still have my connect the dots.
Okay, sure. What are you gonna ask?
How does this light connect to the bigger picture of all the other lights and runes?
Before you do that, Ian and Max, you both are feeling strangely drawn to the light, like you want to just like reach out to it.
I was gonna ask to crawl over to it.
You don't even need to crawl at this point. You've like
Okay.
stabilized your injuries enough that I think you can like limp over.
Cool.
Okay, so you're at the light. What are you doing?
I guess can I? Is it like can I touch it?
You can like reach into it. It's like a,
Okay.
you know, moonbeam.
Yes.
It's moonbeam.
Yeah, I reach into it.
Okay, you reach into the light and you feel it. It almost feels like you're dreaming for a second. And now, this time again, whatever you imagine as the weapon of choice, whatever Max imagines as the ultimate weapon, is what you will pull out. So with that, I'm going to pull up the Monster of the Week PDF, and I'm going to pull up the tags and the same rules that applied when Jared created his spear, which was for each tag, it starts at 3 harm for each, 3 harm in one tag. And then for each tag after the first tag, it's going to be 1 less harm.
Okay.
Your pullout game better be strong, Noah. You better pull out something crazy.
Shut up, you're dead.
Even in death.
Harvester's voice comes to Max's head. Pullout game better be strong, Max.
If we want to speed up the process, Ian, would you also reach into this light?
If I see Max pulls out something crazy, then yeah.
Okay, well, you
Cool.
will. So for planning purposes, do you want to also just look at the tags and then we can...
Yeah, hold
Cool.
on. I gotta think of what type of weapon it will look like.
Cool.
Okay, because I have an idea of what I want, but I think it might be too stupid to fit into this setting.
A slingshot.
Remember that this is right after you just watched Harvester die trying to save you.
Yeah.
You just killed the person that killed Bran. You are at
See-
your most like angry, pissed off brain.
Right, which is why I would want to like pull out. I know this is stupid, but this is still me. Remember,
Dude,
Like
it's
a-
Max.
I was
This is your
gonna
character.
do a big spiky fist that was gonna have close in area, so I could just hit multiple people because it's
That's
just a
awesome.
huge fist.
Goodbye fist.
That's so sick. Why would I say that's
Pretty
stupid?
much. I don't know.
I told you this is the ultimate weapon of Max's imagination, dog.
So now Max is just walking around with a massive fucking fist.
It's
Max
either-
just got a crazy fucking power up to be the coolest character ever.
I'd say hand more so it's like
Yes,
still
ha-
able to be lifted by me.
That's a area tag. That's a range tag. That doesn't count as one of your tags, by the way.
Oh, okay.
That's just like a descriptor of the weapon.
Okay, so you don't need to do
it-
close either.
Right. It would if you. Here's what I'll say. By default, it's a fist. It's a hand. If
Okay.
you want it to be close and somehow it has some sort of reach element to it, then I will say yes, that's a tag. But area is for sure a tag.
Okay, I just thought of an even better one. Okay,
Okay.
so area and anyone here watch El Tigre?
Yes.
A long time ago.
Basically I just want to
No!
yeah, just shoot out a giant
Oh
chain.
shit!
Yeah.
Wait, what is
Yeah.
it? Can I see a photo?
Yeah. So I've got a 2 harm giant fist that can shoot out.
Oh my god.
That's so sick.
Hell yeah. What's the range on that bad boy?
On close.
Well, I don't know what the tag would be, but to like make it go further than close.
I think it's far,
Far?
and that allows
Okay.
it to shoot like a gun.
Cool.
Well, also close is like shotgun distance, Noah.
Oh.
So I feel like close is fine. That's why I'm saying like hand is hand to hand.
Oh, okay.
Close is still like a range.
Okay, so then close also doesn't need to be a tag.
I'll be forgiving.
Cool.
I've hurt you guys too much today. Sure, close doesn't need to be a tag.
Maybe I'll just keep it to area then, so it does more damage.
Just like a fucking super fist.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep it.
Well, that packs
area.
a punch.
That does to multiple targets. So hopefully that's relevant.
All right, I got it.
What do you got?
I don't know how far you got in Supernatural. The first blade with the mark of Cain, the jawbone of the donkey.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's what it looks like, and then it's gonna be the healing, the transfer life energy.
Oh shit, that's sick.
So that's the only tag. I'm doing 3 harm 1 tag.
Okay.
Can I, after I get this big fist enclosed on my arm, can I like punch the ice in anger?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so you reach into the light, and I think this huge fist just like wraps around your hand, and now you have this huge spiky fist. And so you just punch down, and you see the ice crack out in front of you. Then Ian pulls out a blade. And so you took 1 tag as well?
Yeah.
Just the healing?
Just the healing.
Okay, then yeah, so
Ooh.
yours also does 3 harm then. But yours is going to be a hand-to-hand reach.
Ian pulls out. He's like, "This doesn't look vegan." Is Sophie still on her way?
Yeah, Sophie's on her way. Do you guys want to do anything before Sophie gets there? I think Sheriff Payne starts running over, and I think so does Luna at this point. Because Luna was originally going to come into the fight, but I couldn't find a time where she punches you in the balls.
I guess.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
do the,
Luna was going to
the
do a
Johnny
sliding
Cage?
uppercut. I was just going to be like, you guys hear the sound of sliding on ice. And then just an uppercut to the balls.
The Johnny Cage.
Yeah.
Nice. Can I be like crying on my hands and knees about how much of a failure I am?
Another father figure of yours has died.
Yep.
Yeah, all right. So you're just crying, and I think Sheriff Payne and Luna run over, and they just look at Harvester's body, and Luna just goes, "Is that?" And then she just like kind of puts a hand over her mouth and just goes like, what the fuck? And then Sheriff Payne runs over to you, Max, and just puts an arm around you, and it kind of flops.
Yeah.
We got to get off this lake, Max.
Why?
We can't stay here. You're not wearing a shirt. It's cold.
Max like looks down. He's like, "Oh, I'm not."
You're hurt. We need to take care of you guys.
Through a leather jacket. That's great.
And we also were just running from the police.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, what are those two cops that were flipped over doing?
So you see them, they crawled out of the car, and I didn't describe it during the fight, but in my head, this was a scene that happened. Maybe Harvester saw it and didn't get to do anything.
Seconds before being evaporated.
I think like one of the officers like pulled out his gun and then saw when Harvester was shooting and a portal opened, and then the other officer just like put his hand over the other cops and was like, "Don't shoot." So I think they're rushing over as well.
Okay.
And yeah, you see them rushing over, and their world is rocked.
Yeah, I guess I get up and say, what now?
Sheriff Payne goes, "I guess we just move the body."
Yeah, I'm going to pick up Harvester.
All right, so you pick up Harvester. You're spiky fisted?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you pick up Harvester and you're carrying him off the ice, and you see Sophie pull like up to the side of the lake, and she gets out of the car, and I think
Are her legs working? I mean, if she drove there.
they're working enough.
Okay.
Can I see?
Gio just pulled up the picture of Batman and the Joker where Batman's carrying his corpse.
You know what's funny? The image I was going to pull up was also from DC. It's from Justice League Unlimited when I think he's Superman after he just like beat the shit out of Adam. He's like, "Don't you touch him!"
And Sophie gets out of the car, and I think she instantly recognizes what's going on. She sees everyone walking back, and she sees you holding the corpse, and I think she just falls down. She just goes,
Can my body be covered by my trench coat?
"Sure, yeah. The body is covered by the trench coat," and I think that she sees the trench coat, and she just goes, "No, this can't be happening. This can't be real. We've been so close to figuring all this shit out, and suddenly, what the fuck? Ian, you have to fix this, please." End of session. Did we conclude the current mystery?
Yes.
Yes, we did. Did we save someone from certain death or worse?
Opposite.
Well,
But at the same time,
somebody
we saved Liam, and
Ah.
Harvester sacrificed himself to save you.
That's true.
So I'm going to say yes on that in 2 accounts, which doesn't change anything, but yes. Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Oh, you have Big Boss, but I think we already knew that kind of. But you said
Yeah.
he's coming, I guess.
Well, we
You hit us with the Thanos. Thanos is coming.
did we? I don't think we did, because we kind of knew about. I mean, Ian and Max learned about the indigo light being kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to say no, I think.
Yeah, probably, definitely.
And then
not.
did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters?
Yes.
Ian flew.
jacket does not save him from grenades.
Yeah.
Harvester never got to see Ian fly.
Oh.
Fly high, Harvester. Fly high for me.
I like to think that while you're carrying his body, you're like levitating like a foot.
Oh my god.
What is that, 2?
Yep.
Okay.
So you get 1 XP.
Oh,
I don't know why you're marking XP.
I leveled up.
You're dead as hell.
Can't experience that.
You're right.
Guys, okay, I've got a good idea for my level up. Create a second hunter to play as well as this one.
Bro's just rubbing in his face. You may have 0, but I have 2.
No. What if?
Max the sequel.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Every Which Way. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Blue Sky at @eWhich My brother Keenan Dyer did our theme song, and at BlueJay the Hero on Instagram did our album art. Huge thanks to them for helping us with this project. We just finished the hunt with our guest star Gio. You can hear more from him at Bayani, that's Bayani, on Spotify. That's where he posts all of his music. And you can also hear his podcast where he talks about hip-hop and a few other things in the music scene at Speakerbox Studios on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts. For me, I also just tried my hand at making some ambient music for Harvester's Death Scene for the first time ever. It is currently 12:45 at night or midnight, 12:45 in the AM, which means I have been editing for a hot minute. The episode is due tomorrow. I'm trying to get it out at 8 a.m. So if you're hearing this at 8 a.m., I did a damn good job. But I made this song in the last hour and a half, so I hope it came out well for the actual edit. I think it sounds pretty cool. It was my first time kind of trying my hand at something. I tried to score it so it sounds a little bit interesting while things are actually happening, instead of just using stock music or copyright-free music that I've been using in the past. I also wanted to address here, because I don't know if we'll address it in the actual behind-the-scenes episode, but yes, I do understand that Harvester had armor and should not have died in this scene. I understand that now. When we recorded it, I did not understand that, and neither did Jared. So there is a little bit of table talk I cut out where Jared and I both agree that Harvester will die in this moment if he doesn't use a luck, and Jared is okay with that. So we both clearly forgot about the armor throughout this whole thing. It wasn't until after we finished the hunt, already did the post-hunt record, because we did it in the same episode, or in the same recording session, that I realized we were wrong. So if you're listening and you're like, wait, Harvester should be alive. Yes, he should be, but he is not. Sorry. Episodes are still going to be weekly. Like I said, I have been pretty consistent about it. I'm back on my editing track. So we're looking into keeping this schedule. Patreon will be coming soon. I was able to edit our first bonus episode in the week as well, which was pretty cool. So I've done 2 edits this week. So that should be coming out soon. Probably by next week, I'll have announced the Patreon, and there will be links to it and things like that in our link tree. But for now, they are not there. Just keep an eye out. Make sure you join our Discord. That's Every Which Way. It's also in our link tree, where you can see episode updates from us. You can talk to us about the episodes, and you can get more from us whenever you want to talk about art or your pets or, a story you've been reading. Anything you want, you can talk to us about, and we'll try to respond as much as we can, which we can't promise is going to be too much because we are all busy people, but when we can, we will. Thank you for listening, and we will see you next week for more monster hunting.